right, it was show-off time for Elon Musk and on a new rocket, the latest model of his popular Model S. This is a S Plaid. It's a little bit more pricier than some of the other ones, including the S that preceded it without the Plaid, about $130,000. But for that, you get a car that goes about 400 miles on a single charge and 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. Are you in? Let's ask Ed Stringham, a professor by training, but I can see him a fast car enthusiast. Dave Maney as well, the News chairman. Gentlemen, very good to have both of you there. Now, I'm reading about this, and obviously Elon Musk is trying to take on the BMWs and the Mercedes of the world. What do you think of it, Ed? I mean, and this battle back and forth where electric vehicles are becoming sort of like the cause du jour here.
I find it amazing. I think I wrote the first academic article about Tesla, about how they're using Silicon Valley style thinking to innovate in the car industry. At the time, this is 6 years ago, I was like, it's interesting. I wonder if it'll work. But time and time again, Musk has showed that this big style thinking, innovative thinking, has really been transforming the auto industry. A lot of people think of this as staid industry. Nobody can get into it. Tesla's now worth 10 times more than Ford Motor Cars. It's really just remarkable. He just keeps coming up with new ideas, making the cars faster, longer range, and he's the magic man, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm wondering, though, Dave, to point in the run-up in the stock, and he does this in beautiful vehicles, and certainly has this down right. I'm just wondering if the stock is ahead of itself and that achievement. What do you think?
Well, right now they are profitable. So that was one of the things we always worry about that with startups is it just a big, pie in the sky idea? But he said, look, for long run sustainability, the economics have to work. And right now they're delivering. So is it going to continue? I don't know, obviously, but it looks like they're doing well so far. The fact that they've turned that corner, they have the ability to mass market these cars. We've got the expensive ones now, the Plaid car for $130,000, but now they've got the cheaper ones, and that's been his long-term goal is to have these really flagship models with cheaper ones as well.
For Dave, that's just money underneath his couch cushions. But Dave, I am wondering why it's getting crowded there in the EV market. What do you think of that? That obviously it's the direction the nation is going, we're told, but there are a lot of people and a lot of car makers going there. What do you think?
I do. I was thinking about this a lot today, Neil, and why are they doing it? And, I have gone from being a skeptic, a long-time skeptic about the company, to thinking that Musk is truly kind of every transformative industry requires somebody who's not just a great businessman, but also a phenomenal promoter and has their hands on the psyche of the public. And I was thinking how much he really does. Like, he is that kind of, generational figure of American enterprise where he's inside people's heads and knows exactly what buttons to press. And that's what I think this product is. My hat's off to Musk and to Tesla.
I am wondering, we did see in the latest, jobs numbers and the inflation numbers that, people are, come back to work. They're willing to pay more for things in the process, I guess, including electric vehicles. I don't know, $130,000 one, but we'll see. But one of the things I did notice, and maybe you can both comment on this, and Ed, I'll begin with you, that used car prices were up almost 30% in the latest month. I grant you, from a position where nothing was going on, you could say the same of almost all the prices of items across the board a year ago. Everything was flat. I get it. But that particularly stood out to me. Is that a phenomenon to watch, or how do you see it, Ed?
It's a major problem, actually. We've got various input problems, such as the chip shortages. We've got steel tariffs still going on for the last few years, aluminum tariffs. And these things are all catching up to industry. Last year, a lot of the rental car companies, they sold their entire fleets, and now, and they had to just to get by, and now they're scrambling to get new cars or even used cars, and so there's just not the amount of cars that are sitting around, and it'd be nice if you could just flip that switch and the production could ramp right up, but it's not that easy. So I think this is a kind of a big problem caused by a lot of the pandemic policies and also the tariffs and import restriction policies that we're going to be seeing this problem for a while.
I understand they didn't have enough used cars, and that's what prompted the run-up. But Dave, I'm just curious, does that come at the expense of new car purchases?
Probably not, Neil, or else I don't think you'd see the prices spiking to the extent they did if there was available supply of the new cars that people wanted. I mean, you could almost make the other argument that if they've spiked 30% in a month, that ought to be a spur to the building of new cars. And frankly, it probably is a price signal to car manufacturers for them to get on their horse and go. But all this goes back to what we said in the first segment, which is, there was this notion before, whoa, we're just going to take a 2-week hiatus here, and, we're just going to be cautious because we can get through this and everybody can work from home and nothing will be, damaged. But you're seeing the damage now, the damage of structures and arrangements and agreements and price levels. And this is, yes, there's a strong fundamental engine in the American economy. But yes, these distortions are going to cost consumers and taxpayers thousands and thousands of dollars per household for years to come.
All right. Final word on that particular subject.